2 years ago. The National Wages and Productivity Commission, an attached agency of the Department of Labor and Employment, signed an agreement with two of Singapore's distinguished organizations, the renowned philanthropic organization, Temasek Foundation, and the innovative Polytechnic, Nanyang Polytechnic International. This agreement sent 120 chosen Filipino public employees, and MSMEs, so far as the largest contingent sent abroad to Singapore for capacity building. Upon their return to the Philippines, they have introduced notable changes and improvements in work processes and working conditions in Dole and participating MSMEs. Because of the laudable outputs and impacts, the second phase of the program was conceptualized and approved. In the Phase 2, another 110 Filipinos were sent to Singapore, this time, from social partners. From strategic partners. And from Dole. 110 innovators. One nation, one dream. When they came home, they immediately started the groundwork necessary in building an innovative and productive Philippines. First, they spread the good news about innovation and enterprise development to almost 5,000 employees of the government, academe, labor unions, employers' organizations, and private enterprises. Then, they proceeded to implement their individual projects. In the Employers' Confederation of the Philippines, innovation projects were focused on advocacy and training. Specific activities includes innovation workshops for ECOP members, implementing the Tim Woods project in a member company, which is about the identification and reduction of wastes, thus boosting production and income. In the University of the Philippines, Institute for Small-Scale Industries, the projects focused on assisting the Calahan Educational Foundation, standardized management system to align to occupational health and safety standards and International Organization for Standardization. In the Federation of Free Workers, the projects concentrated on the promotion of innovation, improving the sales and income of the organization, and implementation of 5S of good housekeeping. Innovation and enterprise development were also introduced to FFW member companies. The Trade Union Congress of the Philippines, on the other hand, focused on advocacy and process improvement. Orientation on innovation and enterprise development were conducted to all its union leaders. TUCP also conducted workshops about incorporating I&E principles in future CBA negotiations. In the Philippine Association of Local Contractors Incorporated or PALSCON, the projects are simplification and modernization of back-office systems for members' database, membership and event registration, enterprise resource planning and DO18-A database management system, establishing a training and consultancy facility to help members to legitimize and professionalize their operations. In the Department of Science and Technology, the projects range from technology assistance to enterprises, establishments of innovation centers, disaster risk reduction, and improvements in work systems and processes. Innovations were infused to the DOST flagship program, the Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program. DOST partnered with universities and research institutions to further the research and development in the country. Establishment of ideation, design and development labs in Region 4A. Development of the very first portable foam shredder, to utilize the foam waste materials, produced by the furniture makers. In the area of disaster preparedness, the DOST has installed water level monitoring systems, and automatic rain gauges, and massive information and dissemination about weather updates. In the Department of Agriculture, the projects are focused on advocacy, process improvement, training, and reward and recognition. Specifically, the activities are paperless registration for DA trainings through the use of Participants e-Registry System or PARS. Showcasing of rainwater harvesting facility, as an example of innovative preservation and use of rainwater in the Training Institute. Advocating innovation to DA staff. Capability building activities to empower rural-based organizations. In the Department of Trade and Industry, the projects are focused on helping the establishment of negotiation centers all over the country. Negotiation centers, and innovation itself, is part of the Philippine government's effort to promote ease of doing business. By facilitating easy access to services for Philippine MSMEs. Activities include development of compendium of business registration requirements to be used by negotiation centers. Establishment of linkages with key government offices and organization to get support for the building for negotiation centers. In the Department of Tourism, the projects centered on creating awareness and capacities of DOT employees on productivity and innovation, and developing the capacities of tourism enterprise managers. A series of seminars on tourism enterprise innovation and self-reinvention techniques for enterprise owners and managers were conducted. And finally, in the Department of Labor and Employment, the projects focused on work systems improvement, advocacy programs, training programs, and provision of assistance to MSMEs and job seekers. Under the work systems improvements, the following are created and implemented. Database of compliance status of establishments to labor laws. Improvement of office record system, which includes computerization of some key processes and files. Development of innovation mission statement that is prominently displayed at the office. The use of key performance indicators as productivity and innovation levers for MSMEs. Now, the list of companies by region, by employment size and by industry that have productivity-based incentive schemes are compiled. Conduct of regional audits on the implementation of wage incomes and productivity programs, in order to address the operational issues, and find out if the rules and guidelines are still relevant, necessary, and beneficial. And the development and implementation of quality management systems so that the NWPC and RTWPBs will be certified under ISO 9001 to 2015. In the area of advocacy, the DOL implemented the following programs. Massive promotion of productivity, innovation and enterprise development to DOL employees nationwide, which is being held during DOL flag-raising ceremonies. To innovate the DOL training programs, 5 innovation modules were developed, as well as audio-visual presentation on labor laws compliance system to make labor orientations easier and more comprehensive. To assist the MSMEs, the following activities were conducted. Provision of new technology, development of new designs, and conduct of trainings on work values, 5S, bookkeeping as well as on innovation and enterprise development. Setting up of Innovation Center of Employment and Livelihood, where companies can benchmark on. In summary, all these projects have resulted to increased internal capacities of the participating organizations, enabling them to improve the quality of service to their clients. More effective and innovative training and assistance programs being offered by participating organizations. Strengthen skills and knowledge on innovation and enterprise development, not only by the 110 training participants, but also by their colleagues and clients, to whom they shared their learnings and experiences in NYP, and increased client satisfaction. Armed with these innovations from ACOP, UPISSI, PALSCON, TUCP, FFW, NAGCAISA, DOST, DOT, DA, DTI, and DOL, we are now sure that our dream of a progressive Philippines will be the dream of every Filipino and would be a reality sooner. One nation, one dream.